I think so, 10 last semester. But it is not he who started, it is he who run it. And to the complete. When he came back some couple of weeks ago, he was looking fine and handsome. As I speak with you, he's not looking good at all. He's even eating on the road to show you how bad it has been. Ladies and gentlemen, I am talking about no other person. He was very fair when he came. Now he's looking dark. There's been a little spot of black on his face. When money comes, he will be fair again. I'm talking about your boy AY. Good evening, Africa. Good evening, Nigeria. Good evening, Babylon. Good evening, Oyo State. Good evening, worldwide. Adekunle Obadimu is my name. The King reports for duty at this point in time. As we take you through the Sunset Show, the Trivia Tuesday edition. Our lineup every Tuesday is simple. For those of you that are joining us for the very first time, we often have the traffic report. After that, we have the trivia question for the day. After our trivia question for the day, which often comes and accumulates with entertainment news, we go to Spelling Bee at 6 p.m. Then at 7 p.m. we'll be saying byes for the first segment, where the guys will have to go. And I remain for them to have the news at 7. And after the news at 7, we'll have Wakati Ogbon. And after that, we have, what did they normally have? I've forgotten. 8 to 9. Then at 9 p.m., I'll be saying bye-bye. But before then, Fatia needs to go because she's down to earth so that somebody will not carry her in the night. Let me not say. Yoruba people used to say, we don't use Bugweno to do what? To talk. Otoyensi Afubara is in the studio. It's your boy AY is in the studio. Paparazzi is in the studio. Fatia is in the studio. And we've got a new person also in the studio. And I mean new person. We got to speak to him first this beautiful evening. I'm delighted to introduce to us the great-grandson, or is it great-grandson or grandson, of the legendary Nigerian theater practitioner and also one of the legends of the Nollywood movie, especially in the Yoruba kingdom. I'm talking about Adejobi Onyi Adejobi, grandson. They call him Triple A, but I like to call him the Lawless man because he's bringing something to Ibadan on the 13th of this month, which is this coming Sunday, right there at Move 21. When you see an elderly man put on purple, you are asking yourself a series of questions. What exactly could be the problem that makes a senior man to put on purple at this point in time? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Sunset Show, the Trivia Tuesday edition. Akin, minimum mistakenly for what they might be, no? But oh, lay na me. Abajo duro one on one. Le jeju meji lo. I'm glad to be gbogbo ọmọ nu yin tomo de si wa ngbo. Baba ji Sango. Gbagbe, Baba Sango ko experience lo na ma fi na me. But experience ngba mi o kin se o. E bole vesa. Ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce the rest of the guys so that we talk to our guest as fast as we can this evening. Paparazzi, start from you.
All right, to all our listeners out there, we say good evening to you all. Hope your day is going on well because the day has not ended already yet. So how has been your day? Hope it's going on well. Welcome to Sunset Show this evening. We're going to have much fun again as usual. God bless you. Just stay tuned.
It's your boy AY. Sorry.
What's happening?
You just finished. You rushed the food. You rushed the food.
It's your boy AY in the studio.
Wait, since you came back from the house, have you ever eaten good food?
Stop, let me not cast myself. Well,
please, yes, he has been eating good food.
Oh, because he now stays with you?
Yes.
So, Bolly and fish now is good food.
Bolly and fish is very good on
Excuse me, wait.
But wait,
let's get this thing straight. Let's get this thing straight. Because you are from Port Harcourt now, River State, everybody must eat bolly and fish. Is bolly and fish
you have
good
to eat it
food?
the right way.
How?
Because You eat it's plantain, literally roasted plantain with very nice succulent fish with good sauce
Oba,
like this.
Man, will I give you very brought from me from Bayelsa. You beat us hands down.
Thank you so very much. I mean, we are fighting.
So
over
Vera brought Bolly for you and you ate it alone.
They are pressuring me.
Please leave this studio.
I don't
share
finish
with you.
it.
He said no.
I give them finish.
Let him introduce himself.
Your boy AY is in the studio. It's good to be here again, even though the other gang are not here, sha, but God sees us all.
Are we supposed to beg them to be here?
No, you don't beg
Even in
people.
class, yesterday, they called all of us out, and they came out proudly and said they are members of Sunset Show.
Really? So they have been using my show to
They have been using you to
chase clouds.
exactly. That's
they,
the word.
they brought all of us out and they wrote our names down, and then they wrote their name down, and special students, they don't enter like
Please
that.
mention names. Let's cast some people. Mention names.
So
After all, you are the assistant class rep.
one name is called Shorty Toby Loba. You know, it's one slim boy like this. I just like his
Toby will
thing.
never step his feet into the studio, and he claims he's part of the Sunset Show.
Another one is your daughter, Sha.
Exactly. So will you throw your daughter out?
Kim.
Yes.
Yes.
Why is she not here? If she's a good
Is she
daughter,
still in the hostel or she's not?
She's still
hostel?
in the hostel. Actually, I think yes, she's still in the hostel.
Okay, that's the crew that we normally do this together every Tuesday, with or without the rest of the team. The Sunset Show will always continue, and we're grateful to God for one thing: we always put smiles on people's faces, and always do the right thing every Tuesday right here. We've taught generations to come. We've taught them how to spell better. We've taught them the right way to pronounce some words and the right thing to do. In the area of entertainment, we have been able to contribute our quota, especially with the Ishim situation. And in the areas of traffic situation, we've been able to, one way or the other, speak to the needful in that manner, especially the rate at which the vehicle inspection officers stayed a challenge, and the men of the Oyo State Traffic Management Agency, also known as OITMA. Why? It shocked you say I know all those things for it.
It not shock me now.
No. It's one of those things. Like, I'm proud to say that it's our work. What did Fal say? Soft work. We got in the studio this evening. Let's speak with our guest quickly so that we will not bore him with all of our
English.
plenty grammar this lovely evening out on the dial. I've got, like I introduced to him earlier on, the legendary, he's also legendary because when you go in the foot of your grandparents, you can be called legendary as well. I am delighted to have you in the studio, sir. Good evening. I call him Mr. Lawless.
Good evening.
Your voice. Why are you not in radio?
They formatted me.
Like memory
Who
card.
format your memory?
I can't balance.
Oh no, that's
Oh, let's get this thing straight. What was your gig?
Well, you know, it's you just have to consider family first. And
What was your gig?
before it's being formatted.
Okay, I didn't know that's what you're talking about. I think it was 2 MB.
2 MB. You don't get memory.
No. Those days when we they use cheat, browse. You remember those days when
Back in the days,
browsing first started
Symbian phone.
with phone? Now cheat, all of us they use.
Analog phone.
When they used to go.
When would they use to go?
Oh, those
To go.
to go days.
Yes. So it's not now that.
APK.
Epic.
APK.m.
And this is where it's old.
I know.
It's
I'm a
old.
young boy.
You people may not understand what we're saying.
No,
See,
I understand though.
these days, internet is made easy.
Seriously.
Yeah,
Buy
you have this, you
airtime,
have-
do subscription, buy data and all of that.
mainly buy
Those
data.
days, now cheat we they use.
Something like that.
They get code where they go give you go get internet.
MTN
Don't be
10
everybody
MB,
say
you
they
go
use
use
that
that for
data.
1 week. MTN 10 MB, you use that for
You
1
use that for 1 week. So that time, if you get 2 MB, you be king. You be Lord.
Wait, is it that time your memory card being formatted?
You know. Don't let us talk about that.
We want to talk about Lawlessness. Lawless.
Yeah.
What is Lawless? And it's a movie that is premiere on Sunday, this coming Sunday, right here in the city of Ibadan, at MOV 21 to be precise. And that's when the movie will be premiere. And what are we looking at in Lawless? First,
Lawless.
what is Lawless?
Lawless. Yes, Lawless is a story written by a 13-year-old girl. Yes, she's in SS2, and actually the father contacted me. I don't know them, I run a film school, and I was called that somebody referred them to me, all the way from Aduawaye. I was wondering how that far place, how could they get to refer me? So they contacted me, they brought when I saw them, I saw this diary, like one mighty diary that this girl has been using to write stories. Like presently she has written over 20 stories, like a 13-year-old girl. Somebody just give her a laptop of recent that you need to start advancing your level. You understand? So they contacted me. The father said, I read one particular epic story and I want you to help me produce and direct it. I said, sir, what is your budget? The man told me his budget. I said, sir, we can't shoot epic with this budget. Let pick one of the contemporaries. Then, so that was when I picked Lawless. Lawless is not just a normal regular story. Yes, it's we can say it's a regular story, but it's not a regular story the way it was plotted by the girl. It's about our social juvenile delinquencies, social issues, whereby we have a particular family that are trying to fight for the rights of the citizens. So it was then, and I had to give it to one of my boss to do the screenplay. Story writing is different from screenplaying. Yeah. So I had to call one of my boss to do the screenplay. And by the time we finished doing the screenplay, I was led to now put the book into publishing. Like I had to publish the book. So on the 13th of October, it's not just going to be a film premiere. It's going to be also a book launch. The same story we shot has also been published as a book that will be taken to
many people can learn.
We are having access to some ministries that are involved in education ministry and what have you, for them to start recommending for schools. So it's Lawless is a movement. It's not just a story. It's about how to curb the social vices and what have you. So that's what the story Lawless is all about.
All of us just pause.
Yeah, learning.
There are few things there are few things I like to personally start from. 13-year-old. What's a 13-year-old doing at the moment?
She's in SS2 in school.
She's in school.
Can you imagine?
I love the fact that you did not allow the euphoria of in conscript. We are going to be cool school. Ko wa ma ṣe kini o. Ko ma conscript fún wa. Ka ma ṣe film lo. It simply means you encourage education.
Yes, the parent does too.
You yourself, you are a graduate of the prestigious. You are a graduate of UI, prestigious
Premier University.
We lead here in Lead City.
Okay. Let's
You
move
people
on.
follow us.
Let's move on. moving on like Bayou Rabi.
Okay. Moving on. Next question is this. I'm a lover of movie. I'm into movie making. I do continuity, and I assist directors most times as well. My questions about the movie is this: what kind of start did you have in the movie?
Wow, the movie is well. We have Bayoga, we have Saiba Logun. That I wish he could make it down, but what happened of recent, I can't just even call him down for the premiere. We all know what happened, so I don't want to be saying that on here. So my boss, Ambassador Saiba Logun, is one of the actors in the film, and I have my boss also, Taiwo Bikunle, is also in the film. I have my mother, Mommy Jokemiwa, she's in the movie. I have my guy, my friend, Larry Dura. I have him on my film. I have Beno Ben. I have Wale Adebayo. It's so star-studded, I have several. I have new faces in the industry too. I have my own. I'm also a new face. I'm proud to say I'm also a new face because when you've been behind the camera for 25 years and people are shouting, when will you go to the front of the camera and say, I think it's time now? So I'm also a star. So I have Titi Lokborotoyi. I have a lot of young, talented people in my movie. So it's a great movie that I would love to see.
Who directed it?
Well, I directed, and I also have one of my boss that we both co-directed. Person of Tola Bolaji is one of the directors guild of Tampan, if I'm permitted to say that. So we both directed the movie. I produced. So we co-directed. So it's a great movie.
Okay, the fact that it's a great movie is where I want to quickly go to at this point in time. For every Nigerian story, we often have one thing or the other. Many people don't really like watching Nigerian movies because looking at the let me use the right word. Looking at the production metaphor. So that you know what I'm saying, that I know what I'm saying. Looking at the production metaphor, some people already know the movie. Production metaphor simply means the poster. Looking at it.
That's why you see that you don't know it. Let me educate you.
Wait, see. Did they tell you that? No, I don't understand.
No, just accept.
Just for us.
Just to move on. Just to move on.
See, he has answered.
That's
Moving on.
Are you learning now? You are learning.
Oh God.
Shewa, are you learning?
The thing is this. What is the story central about?
Yes, it's, as the title implies, lawless. It surrounds the law, jurisdiction, judiciary. Is it judiciary is the law? Is it?
Yes, the people that make the law.
Oh, yeah, the people that makes the law. That
the legislature makes the law, judiciary implements the law.
So I think it surrounds the law, people, the people in the law circle.
Okay.
So basically, if you see the poster, you will see every one of them putting on these lawyer regalias and whatever. So automatically, there's somebody even called me that, are you only inviting lawyers? That's why I can help you connect some lawyers. So I said, no, it's just a title. Even from the tickets, we tagged our tickets the way they tag it in law cycle. Like we have the regular tickets as law students, we have the VIP ticket as lawyers, we have the so the next one is SAN, the highest one is chief judge. So we tagged it down. So people were wondering, are you only expecting lawyers? But we just wanted to do something unique, something that stands out, that has one thing to relate with in the story. So that's that.
Now, I'm somebody that I love. One thing I love about filmmaking is the behind the scene actions and what happens, the craziness that happens backstage. Behind the screen. Can you tell us of any fun or crazy moments you had on set when we were filming Lawless?
We had so many. Which should I mention? Yes, there are some, I'm also a location manager, So, when you are producing, you are the location manager, you're also one of the directors on set, you will have to play around some things, especially when it's a low budget movie. You have to. So there was this opportunity we had on this set. We creatively arranged our locations that if you watch the movie, you might not be able to say these are the locations. Number one issue we had was we don't have access to courts anymore in Oyo State.
Wow.
What We don't have access to courts anymore in
Ring
State.
Road people did not allow us to shoot there.
It's from the NBA, what have you. So due to some content that seems different from the normal, they are not going in line with the law registers and what have you. So we couldn't have access to courts. So we were able to plot our stories in a way that we didn't see the interior of the court. Okay. And still, we were still able to walk around our story.
Solomon
àwọn náà ló máa fẹ́ jẹ́ tí
wọ́n lè bó wá ti pọ̀ jù.
Orí ọ̀fẹ́ ni ó ṣòpọ̀ GS3 láti common entrance.
Okay, there's something I'm looking forward to, and I'll be glad if it is part of the things that has been talked about in the movie. Okay. The lawlessness of all of us in this country is too much. We're so lawless in this country part of the lawlessness is the fact that somebody will be driving one way and still be claiming unnecessary rights. You are facing one way. A road you're not supposed to pass. A road you're not supposed to drive. You go still the driver. The owner of the road, you go to tell her and say, Baba, come out now. For this country. Another thing we do a lot is we know they are
taking someone to
I didn't mention him.
Moving on.
Moving on.
I'm not there. Me, I know.
I feel for you. You see me, I pity you. Continue.
You are alive.
But basic thing that I want to quickly pinpoint are simple. One of them is the fact that is this movie able to, because like we were saying yesterday on air during our sunset show, the fact that we need movies that will correct the ills in the society. Look at the two of them. They were talking about classes earlier on, that while they were in class, some of their colleagues stood up and said they were part of this show, whereas they've not been coming in a long while. They're studying mass communication. And part of the things that we know as the definition of mass communication is passing information from one place to a large audience. And a means of passing out information, the channel at which we use in passing out information is where movies fall. I like to define it into 4 places: the audio, the audiovisual, the print, and the new media. Audio example is a radio station. Audiovisual is a TV station or a movie or a film that we do. Then print is newspapers and journals and all of that. New media is the social media. Those are the 4 ways that are defining. So if the movies we do is not able to correct many ills in the society, then we are failed.
Yes, you know, the title itself will tell you a lot about the movie, because it's actually the theme of the story is targeted at correcting anomalies in the society. It's talking about, I don't want to mention that because I want us to get there to see it. It's about how to with wisdom try to correct some political you understand. So we satirically plotted the story that it's going to get to the normal source, so that we won't talk much.
More 21 is the venue on Sunday, and the time is 3 p.m. The premiere of Lawless movie, the launching of the book Lawless of the girl child. I'm one of those that celebrate every gender that comes, no matter who they are. The 2024 International Day of the Girl's Child. For this year, the theme is Girls' Vision for the Future. This year's theme conveys both the need for urgent actions and persistent hope, driven by the power of a girl's voices and vision for the future. Let's open the studio line and give just 3 persons tickets. Just 3. Yes. I'll give 3 tickets, and you will also give me 3 to give to our callers when we're doing spelling bee.
No problem.
Okay, we have a deal. Thank you so very much. 08108802656. That is the number to call. 08108802656. That is the number to call to be a part of what is going on in the studio of League today at 9.1 FM. Lawless is taking place this coming Sunday, the premiere. I want us all to be there at MOF 21 Event Center, Ring Road. Let's take this first call. Hello, good evening. You need to turn down the volume of your radio set. Can you hear me clearly? What's your name, sir, and where are you calling me from? Okay, Mr. Corey, go ahead and ask a question. But bear in mind that for calling, you have won a ticket to be at the premiere of Lawless on Sunday at MOF 21.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
The the story. It's just that I really want to appreciate the girl that has written the story because the fact that the lady is just 13 years old girl and being able to write such a wonderful story just like the director has mentioned, I think it's something that should be applauded, something that should be appreciated. Because I can't really imagine how a 13-year-old girl could be able to really think deep about some of the,
Ìmísí ọ̀run ni.
ìmísí ọ̀run ó deep gan.
Kò lè yé yín. Ẹ ká máa wo tí yín.
Ẹ̀mí gan rí bẹ́ẹ̀.
Thank you for calling. We appreciate your call.
Okay.
08108802656. We'll take one or two more calls. We're already given out one ticket. We'll take two more calls and I'll be done for this segment and we'll be expecting you at MOF 21 Event Center on Sunday. I will be there. Trust me.
No African time.
No African time, please. Let's bear in mind. I'll be there. Then after that, I'll go to the Lake Salami Stadium in Adama Singa to watch Shooting Star Football Club of Ibadan against the People's Elephant of Aba. Enyimba of Stars. Don't mind me, I love ball. That's where I know life.
I love ball. Theater is just taking most of my time.
Theater. Okay. Last but not the least, my last question, and it's something that is in the mind of almost everybody. While we wait for the call, number to call once again is 081 088 02656. That is the number to call to be a part of what is going on in the studio of Lake 1 FM. My next question is this. You studied theater. And I also did theater a lot. And trust me, why is theater not well recognized in Africa? Why is theater not well recognized in Africa? Why is it that we don't do theater much? Why is it that, how do I put it? Theater is not well rated the way the movie industry is. And trust me, theater is not easy.
I thought.
There are plenty lies we do in movies, but we can't do it in theater.
Yeah. You know why? And what I think is the cause is most people that are coming into theater don't want to follow the due process. Quote me anywhere. Most of the people that are coming into theater now, they don't want to follow due process. What do I mean? Now, some set of people come to my film school. They will ask me, "I want to be acting. I want to do that." I asked them just two questions: do you want to become a star, or you want to learn? Immediately they tell me they want to become a star, I will tell them go meet somebody else, because I will never make you a star. But if you want to learn the job, yes, you are in the right place. What do I mean by that analogies? You want to become a star, you will want to jump several steps, but you can't jump it, because I always use this word: if you do inter-house sport to become a star, you will do it late to go back. Yes. If you do inter-house sports, okay, I was born into theater. Don't let us calculate that time. I went to school, like science school. I don't know if I can mention the name.
Go ahead.
I went to Oladipo and the School of Science. I wasted good 3 years. My parents said science. I said no. So I was in the lab. I used to write story in the lab at Oladipo and the School of Science there. I left there to start SS1 to 3 again in an art class at Methodist Grammar School, Bodija. Why? It's because I don't just want to go study theater. I want to learn the literature side of the job. Because you can't go theater to go study theater without understanding part of speech, all those things that has to do with literature. You can't. So how would I just jump the queue? I had to go back to start afresh. Most of my sets at Oladipo School of Science are out. I had to started with my own junior. So why did I go through that? I now went to the UI to go apply for diploma in theater art. Like that. I was still writing Jambo. As Jambo was jambing me. I did 8 jam before I gained admission for my degree. When I now saw that, okay, degree theater did not want to go, I had to go do English education because I saw there's theater and drama in the courses. Are you getting this thing? It's not about you going. It's not about you going to school to study it. Notes. It's just about following the process. You can't just jump. Oh, did the loan go over this star, could this star? You okay? Like my boss is here now. You can't tell me that you just stood up a day and you said you want to become an OAP or what have you. You follow the due process. But most people of nowadays, especially our youth of nowadays, they want to jump, they want to do inter-house sports, and they can never be there for long if they don't follow the due process. So that is the reason why theater is not that recognized, because people are not ready to follow the due process.
Otoyesia will want to ask series of questions, but I would not allow because of our time.
Because I can
just
see.
round it off like this. The due process he's talking about is simple. In theater, you don't cram the lines. You know the lines.
Read, digest, and understand.
And know the lines.
Understand it very well.
Now, in movies, like you rightly say, the likes of Genevieve or Motola still act up till today. They will not leave.
Because
RMD still do what? It still does movie.
Joker Silva,
still do
Jacob,
movies.
these are people that are still doing stage.
They still do movies. Do you know why? They are still there. Where's the space for the person coming to get to the pinnacle of where they are? I'm sure we all understand what it meant by that. Everybody wants to be a star, and they do not want to go through the relay race.
They don't want to learn.
They don't want to learn. And theater, it's not easy, like we often say. In theater, the magic you see in movies, they blew up a place. We do it in theater. But do you know the due process of doing it? Bro, if you don't know the due process, you go burn down the hall where they use
Go burn yourself.
active.
Go burn yourself.
You go burn yourself, John.
You enjoy yourself too.
Shango is the god of thunder. And am I correct? Yet. And he also brings fire from the mouth as well. If you want to enact it, are you a successful producer or director now? What a question.
That question, I think, is coming from one of my boss, Stephanie Yoladide. Can I go ahead?
Go ahead now.
Yes. Yes. Are you a successful producer or director now?
He's in both.
That question is that question.
Answer the question.
Yes, I am.
Collabo.
Because as it is, you can't call yourself successful when you don't have people that you can call your own, that you have trained.
And when you do not,
there are evidences.
you go explain. You know evidence.
Yes.
But I don't need to explain. Evidence is there. And I have bosses that can bear the witness of the evidences. And I have people behind me too that can also tell about the
glory of God.
To the glory of God. Yes, thank
you for that lovely question. I'll wrap up to the mechanic workshop. You will see oil on the ground.
Sure.
When you go to the salon, you will see air. Seriously speaking, why do we go to banks and something is not on the floor?
No, there's money on floor.
Thank you very much for coming.
Now,
We'll see you on Sunday by God's grace.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, everyone, for being part of the show for this first segment. We'll go back to the music at this point in time. You ask a simple question: who is your guy? Otoyesia is my own guy. Ewa is my guy. Fatia, are you my guy?